I cannot see now a time when it was not this. So I don't know that I began this, or that I simply got sang a tune to harmonize with always what is. And so really I just feel like all constantly through realization, I've not been noticing that I'm this great, amazing being higher than ever before. I'm now seeing that the being before was quite wonderful and perfect, and that everything else around it is as well. And so not only that being, but every single being, you as well, the watcher, whoever is viewing this, no matter how you came to view this, however you came to be, wherever you are, in any way, wherever you may go, perfect in every way. So amazing. So is everything. Yes. Happy to hear you sing. What you bring. What is your authentic frequency, your tonality to everything? You see, becoming free from reverberation, no attack and no defense, not fighting anything, whether it be a social construct, a mind, a thought, or anything. You know, if you never fight a belief or a system of anything in any way, any energy embodiment in any manner, you'll find yourself in a place of great grace where you can just trust the sustainability of everything and its moving and its perfection. This amazing motioning, you know, and how it's happening all in its own, you'll see. You know, this is an effortless way of flow. Everything's going this way. So I'm sitting in a place where everything is definitely going. And so I wish to share with you the viewpoint of this, you know, and whatever may come in, you know, through the experience of seeing it, you know, actually happening now. You know, maybe I'm directly focusing on things, but there's much happening right now that is part of the teaching, you know, the movement of the body, the way in which it's holding. And many of the things that are happening now with the structure of the body, right now, these are things will be spoken about too. Originally, we were talking about my wrist and how it was hurting because of the way I was holding this pole very often. And then if I was to get into my flow much more for much longer, it would release the ability for these things, you know. But that also I'm watching it to see the reason for it. There's possible tension being held that being cleared right here through mind. That motion doesn't have to clear because that's some realm of force maybe trying to make something happen. There's probably a way that can feel into it and it can open itself in a certain manner through the releasing of story. So there might be a trauma that's happened that's creating a story, rebutting, or looping. But we'll find that out together, yeah. It could also just be, again, that I'm lowering my frequency so much, I'm moving, and that I'm channeling. And because I'm channeling, I'm pinching off circuitry. But you see, I'm always in these funny positionings, you know. If I get up in this flow and start moving around, it'll cause disruption to other things around me because I'll rise the frequency higher than what they can rise. And so I rise the frequency, and now I have to become, oh, yeah. Otherwise, I'll start to force them to rise faster than what they're able. And this is like an attack, you know. And so I am a person of great surrender. I'm a wonderful surrenderer. And I do not force flows, and I do not put things in ways of attack. I do not move in ways of force. And so, you know, I don't have choice in a certain sense, but I have choice in another sense because I love myself, so I can have a compassion for myself to drive myself forward, like for food or for smoking or for this or for that, you know. And so I had the ability to move my flow, but I always move in a way of harmony with everything. And it's not like I do this skillfully. I'm just observing what is constantly happening naturally through my surrender to the observance of the flow. Because if I use force, it creates a rebuttaling that's very difficult for me. And so I immediately surrender back to the path of least resistance, which is no force, effortlessness. And so it brings me to sit in these funny positions, and I just trust the whole time that I see what unfolds, and it's really amazing perfection. I'm happy that you sit with me to see it as well. But yeah, we're going to come into amazing, phenomenal understandings and teachings and flows. And, so I'm happy for everything. And there's a ton of energy clearing and psychic surgery and many other things that can come through. But I'm more the teacher of the intuitive flow and guidance of it. If you try to control with my flow, you will fuck up everything. If you try to force it with my flow, you'll fuck it all up. You know, it's not going to work. So you can find yourself in a force and a slave pattern, finding that you don't have a great amount of progress. And if you find that, then it's probable that that you're forcing, and that you could relax and start again. You can empty the cup and begin again, and you'll find something new. So if you ever find yourself in a place of agitation or block, you can always let go and then begin again. You know, like, okay, that flow has stopped, it's hopeless, there's a giant wall, I cannot move through it. All right, I'm going to let go. I'm going to go around, kind of like the little beings that ride your nerve fibers or however they are, and they bring proteins to your cells or whatever. They have walking legs. Actually, they walk on these things, and when they hit something to where they can't move past it, they only have the ability, I think, to step sideways and then move forward. And so they just go da 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 da, and then they can move. Well, they can't, choose another way like that. Anyways, you can do the sidestep things. Play around it. Anyhow. So, seems as if we are done with this flow. Well, actually, the flow is not ever done. I'm going to talk for a million years afterwards. So how's the battery looking at?